I grew up with consistency in my family. My parents are still married. And so I had that example that most people don't have. I mean, divorce rates are really high. I was very blessed to have two parents who took the commitment of marriage serious, and they're still together. And again, women who listen to the direction of men tend to be more consistent because the man is guiding them.
It's so hypocritical for your culture to people to say that.
And I applaud
That's
your
hypocritical.
culture, because who walks up in the
Do you know
school
what the
with
word
parents
hypocritical
that-
means?
Yes, because you're sitting here and acting like your one little itty bitty story that's probably not even true is the overall view of. I'm gonna just be honest. You're speaking of your culture, and I know damn well your culture of men are disrespectful and abusive.
What's
and your
my culture? What's my culture?
Well, whatever what you look like. You look like you're part of the Hispanic culture. That's what you look like. If I'm wrong, I'm
goddamn
wrong.
no.
That was terrible.
Out of
That
here.
was terrible.
That wasn't terrible.
That was terrible.
I did make
What's terrible about that?
Last week on Ladies First.
Why do you think that women can't keep their word?
To what?
Because women aren't built to be consistent. Women have 4 hormonal cycles that they go through every month. Men have a 24-hour hormonal cycle. This is why it's easier for men to be consistent.
Gabby, Athena, are you telling yourself you know you're a woman, right? So are you saying that's what you're not?
So the problem
No, I'm saying biologically,
like
I don't
that.
think you're a scientist. I don't think you have any degree in science or a doctor. Or
I have
anything.
a degree in biotechnology, actually,
sure. I
but
bet you do.
So you were
I do.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
So for
Okay.
you to say that the X chromosome is created to be just this unrighteous, unholy entity, you're talking
What
about
does that have to do with a hormonal cycle? Women have 4 hormonal cycles a month. Men have a 24-hour hormonal cycle. This is why men are more consistent. You can look in every industry. Doesn't matter. Men are more consistent. You can look up the information. You can argue all you want, but it doesn't change the facts. It doesn't change the biology and the stats.
Consistent with what?
Consistent with everything. Women are not consistent.
Men are consistent with everything, which is why their divorce rate is the highest. Is that what we're saying?
What?
More
How
men
is
get
men's divorce rate?
How did we get there? How did we get there?
Hold on.
Men's
Come on
divorce
back.
rate is the highest.
Are you guys not? More men get divorced than women. So again, how are they more
Wait,
consistent?
Who
what?
initiated the divorce more?
Let her cook first. Let her cook.
No.
Patty, let her cook. Patty, let her cook. Let her cook. Patty, let her cook first. Let her cook. Go ahead,
Yeah,
cook.
let's
Jeremy.
cook. Go
'Cause you're
ahead.
telling
Go
the
ahead.
truth.
What you
Tell her,
making
how
today?
much more men are divorced than women? Go ahead.
No, Tierney, you cook because I want to hear this.
Hold on.
I know how to
Tori,
cook,
hold
too,
on. Let
just
her
letting
cook.
you know.
She say, let her give us your data. Where you getting that data from?
No, where am I getting that data? Where am I getting my life experience? Really? I mean, again, we're talking about men. XY chromosomes are just so consistent and dun dun dun. Yet on paper, it shows opposite. It shows
So men
opposite.
have the highest divorce rate.
Ilkan, why are you asking that question?
I'm asking you. Said that men got the
You
highest
already
divorce
know,
rate.
but you're asking that as if it's not a fact.
That's a fact.
Okay, so what y'all are divorcing women more? Is that what you're saying? But every time y'all come up here, you're saying how we can't stay married to you. So come on, let's talk
How
some
long
facts.
you been in the space?
Because the
Terry?
women can't be consistent.
All right, then. I don't know if I'm still living in Texas of United States of America, if a portal came through this hole or something, but men are inconsistent. You guys have the most crimes, okay? Women tend to stay consistent until something disrupts their mental, and then it puts us in a whole nother state, and now it's a whole nother therapy and all that other stuff that we got to go through. But you guys are very inconsistent, so but whatever.
Men don't go through that.
You guys go, yeah, you do. You go through it a lot because you're more inconsistent than a woman.
Fatty, you gonna get her?
I'm just confused with what she's trying to say. Like, I'm literally confused. Like, what is your point?
Same.
Like,
I'm arguing with Athena's theory.
okay, no, one second.
It's not a theory.
So let me ask you something, right? I'm going to identify certain phases where women change, and you are going to identify certain phases where men change, right? Let's go with puberty, pregnancy, postpartum, menopause, period, age. Like there's so many like
Uh-huh.
either chemical or things that change a woman. Literally says,
Mhm.
I'm going through this because I have this. I'm going through this because I have that. Do that for men. And again, remember, period is every month. Pregnancy is every time you have a kid. Postpartum,
Period.
a lot of times. Like look at all these like compiling things. Tell me phases where men are inconsistent and they're clearly not the same person than they are before they did that. I will give you one: post nut clarity. I'm not the same man that I was before I had my balls full. We got that. You got one. Give me more. Go ahead, Tyranny.
I don't know, Patty. I don't know. I couldn't make this argument with you.
What the fuck you doing there?
I just know the men that I've dated. I can't talk on all men, but the men that I've dated,
So then you just
consistency is not consistent.
so that means
Yeah,
now
but
that means you just
who you date
Yeah, the men
doesn't
I've dated.
determine the masses, like what's
so that
happening.
means you
I
that
just
means you
looked up to see who's able to keep a career longer, men or women, and it's men.
Because
Men-
they
men-
run the market. Hold on, Fatty.
No,
They
no,
run
no,
the
no.
market. What do you mean no? Why are you telling me no?
Tyranny. It's not just careers. It's careers. It's friends. It's the same team.
No.
It's the same religion.
Mm-mm.
Y'all woman will change. Hey, you know what's funny, Tyranny? Think about it. Y'all change friends every 5 to 10 years. Y'all change club every time you change a boyfriend. Y'all change religion. If a guy from the Middle East that has $1 million come in and wants to marry you, y'all change the way y'all dress. From
Shout out Brittany Renner.
Like y'all change y'all change your hair. Y'all put air.
I mean, we can all just look at Tyranny and just tell Shawty has issues, right? The elevator does not go all the way up to the top. I mean, we just have to be honest here. I mean, people, let me know down below. Please just let me know down below. What do y'all see when looking at Tyranny? What do y'all see when looking at this picture right here? I see a sister who is unhinged and who is just a freaking victim, who just loves to live in victimhood. It's no different than your girl Jazz, right? We already know our sister Jazz. You can also go ahead and throw Bohemian there, or however you say her name. Once again, all of these sisters like to play victim. And it's sad because how do we move forward with this type of mindset? And I honestly think this video is old. Because once again, Tyranny, to sit here and lie and then be so confident behind it and say that, well, no, this is the reason, man, why, your men are out here initiating most of the divorces, right? And it just doesn't make any sense, right? You just out here just lying through the crack of your teeth, man. Women are the main ones to initiate divorce. I mean, it's just a quick, simple Google search and you can see women initiate most of the divorces, right? But you just allow women to keep talking, man, they will show their ass every time. And that's all Tyranny, right? I think I said Trinity before, but that's all Tyranny is going to do. She's just going to show how brain dead she is. I mean, I'm sorry to say, but I mean, once again, where do we go with the solutions, quote unquote, because she's not even giving any solutions. She's not even taking accountability. She's not doing anything other than playing a victim. And then, I mean, you can't grasp her, much of anything. So you try to go ahead and throw that, hey, well, listen, look at all the crime rates going on in the community. You do understand that these Pookies and Ray Rays and all these guys who creating all of this crime, they do come from single parent households raised by their inconsistent single mother, right? Who was always consistently picking inconsistent black men, inconsistent Pookies and Ray Rays. Once again, it starts with the mother, but let's continue.
Over air, lashes over lashes, like y'all change your height, y'all get some push-up bras, y'all will change.
That's not.
Don't forget the hair, Patty. Don't forget the hair.
Y'all change. Y'all change when y'all get pregnant. Y'all change when you get kids. Y'all change when you get married. Like everything about woman is.
And everything about a man changes because if you don't change, because if you don't change, you're still a boy. You're still growing, baby boo. How you going to be the same person today at 28 that you were at 14? So yeah, a woman might constantly be changing. She's constantly growing. She's constantly learning. But if you're telling me a man isn't constantly changing, isn't constantly growing, then
so you missed the point. Men don't change like that.
No, that's not what she said.
No,
now you guys are trying to throw in periods and stuff. That's not what we're talking about.
Period.
That's a part of the hormonal cycle every month. Are you serious?
All right, let's keep it pushing. Let's
okay. Well, that's okay.
let's play.
Hey, Tyranny, if you said this, this is what you said. Men are inconsistent. And now you are flipping it and saying,
Are they not?
if you are a man at 20, hey, Tyranny, if I change anything, all the baselines that I had with me at 28, I have at 36. I might be I'm really.
You cannot be a 28-year-old 36 man.
So this has
That's
to
no
this
way.
has to be disingenuous. So again, you got to go away from tyranny. So one tyranny, first of all, women divorce have a higher divorce rate than men, right? Because we already skipped past that, right? Black women have the highest divorce rate, and it's higher than their marriage rate. Tyranny.
Are you saying
tyranny.
we divorce y'all or y'all divorce
Y'all
us?
divorce us. So
That's
you've been
what I
said. What you said? No, you said men have the highest divorce rate. You
well,
said
but I'm saying like we divorce y'all. Y'all have the
no,
highest.
you said we leave y'all.
That's
tyranny.
what I meant. No, y'all don't leave us. Where you going?
That's why we were so confused.
That's okay. That's fine. We'll leave that alone. But sisters, I'm gonna ask the sister before tyranny because she'll do the same thing Gabby does. They don't like conceding to logic. Athena and Brandy, do women try to get with men and go, I want him to be the same and he's gonna stay the same, or do women get with men and try to change them?
They try to change them.
Do most men change?
No, they don't change very much. No.
You know what? Hey, Ali, you know what actually is funny? Hey, you know what's funny? They change for their woman. That's the only time a man will stay in the same house with the same couch, with the same motorcycle, with the same friends. The only thing that makes a man change drastically is for a woman.
Exactly.
And I just want to say something. Oh, sorry.
Let me just say this real quick and then you got it. Y'all change for everything. You know how I know I change for everything? Y'all can't even be happy with 2 pairs of shoes. You always have to change their one dildo and one rose is not enough. Every year you go ahead and you buy a new toy and some new things because that's not enough. I will guarantee you, Tyranny, that if men and women are buying robots at the same rate and they can afford it, a man will have a robot for 30 years and he's called that robot the best friend and he's going to leave him a wheel and all that like men do. And you will change a robot every 3 years because the one that you have pink is annoying and he's always doing something. So you need to experience something new and you're going to get a new one. This is the nature of men and women. I don't need to change the disposition of my couch and my house and my TV every 3 years. You need to do that every 6 months because you're bored and you actually need to go ahead and control something. So I don't get how, for the life of me, you are saying that men change and they are not consistent when the only change that I see men actually do it dramatically is via true religion. And when I say religion, like something crazy happened to them and they go full religious, or they meet a woman that they love and now they don't want to be a player no more. They want to be they don't want to play PlayStation no more with Fatty. They don't want to play basketball no more with Jeremy. They don't want to go to the places that they were to because mom baby, right? So I don't get what you're saying. I'm really confused, but I'll let you reply. Tina can go next, and then we bring Torres and Miss Gabby to the stage. Go ahead. You had the question, Tina.
Yeah, Tina.
Well, it's more so something that I wanted to say. I think the fact that women are the ones filing for divorce proves that we're the inconsistent ones. And if you look at the divorce rates within lesbian couples, it's higher than within gay male relationships. So, I mean, I know you were trying to use that as evidence, but you really just proved yourself wrong.
Gay men have the lowest. Gay men have the lowest.
They do, yes.
So who's the common denominator?
Hold on, ladies, thank you. So are you saying that you don't want to date men? Is that what you're saying? You don't want to be with a man? Are you saying it's better for a man to not be with you? Is that what you're saying?
What?
Because to the things that you say, right? Because this is how my brain works. It has to come to a conclusion. I can't talk in circles. So with what you're saying about women and they're this and they're that and they're this and they're that, then are you saying that it's best for a man to not be with you because you have all those negative aspects about you?
So I don't know why you're trying to make it about me. I'm looking at data and how things are in modern society. It has nothing to do with me.
But I'm asking because you're a woman.
No, so you're trying to make it about me because you want me to co-sign with the sisterhood, and I'm not going to.
You're not a part of our sisterhood.
I thank God. I would never want to be, and I never have, and I never will be.
Y'all cheat on each other and take their boyfriends también. So
I would never sleep with a man in a relationship.
Your sisterhood, you will take up for your women. So it's going to be a different conversation, different view for you, Athena. But the reason I asked you that question,
no, I'm actually pretty consistent.
Okay. I'm asking that question because with all the negative you're saying about women in total, then if you're saying all these things about women in total and you're a woman, then what is your conclusion statement?
That most women behave in this manner.
Are you one of those most women?
No, I'm pretty consistent. Not completely consistent. I am a woman, but I am more consistent than most modern women.
You don't have periods?
Oh, I do have periods. Emotionally, no, I'm not consistent. I have 4 hormonal cycles, and I even tell people when I host my own lives, I'm like, "Hey, y'all, this may not be a good day, so don't try me."
Hey, Athena changes so much that when you're
that's not trying. I'm just curious. What makes you more consistent than most modern women?
Well,
I really want to know that.
One second. Say it again, Gaby.
She said that women are less consistent than men. Then she says to, honor herself that she's more consistent than most women. And I want to know what makes her more consistent than most women. What's your metrics? What are you measuring?
I haven't changed my political stances. I haven't changed my religion. I haven't. A lot of these things that I talk on, I've talked about since I was in high school when I was in debate. So I haven't changed any of
your
my
political status and your religion
stances. Not status, stances. Yeah.
But
I've been pretty consistent for a woman.
Yeah. So you think other women?
The majority of women, they're not consistent, and you can see it even in the conversations that we're having. You're inconsistent.
Where's the inconsistency?
He doesn't understand women. He does. Go ahead. Yeah.
Athena, may I ask what city are you from?
I'm from the DFW area in Texas.
Okay, perfect. Well, guess what? I'm from Sacramento, California, and me and you are identical the same. And I'm sorry, most women are delusional.
Yeah.
And I understand that. So,
but do y'all know y'all talking about y'all self? That's all we want to know.
No, it doesn't make a difference.
You want to know how we know?
The majority.
You want to know how we know? We actually take.
Hey, ladies, first show one at a time, please.
Go ahead.
So you want to know how women who actually take accountability know, and how we know we're consistent? We actually take direction and correction from men, and we listen to men. And when men correct us, we're like, okay, you know what? You're right. Let me adjust and fix myself. That's why we're more consistent, because the men are making us more consistent because we're compliant with them.
Is he going to marry you?
Hold on, Brandy.
Hold on, right quick. Let me finish my question, please. I swear to God,
going to marry me.
I love conversation. I swear. Is he going to marry you once you do all that to this man?
I'm talking about my father, my uncles, my brothers, my friends.
Please let Athena.
So you don't listen to women at all?
Converse, excuse me.
No, God, no, I don't listen to women.
Oh, okay, yeah, that says a lot. All right.
You don't listen to women, so did you?
No, I listen to what they say, but I interpret it based on what I know about women. I even have friends. I'll listen to what they're saying, and I'm like, okay, so this is what's actually happening. And I help them, because there's a lot of women who are really confused, and they don't even know their own emotions. And when you actually sit and listen to these men, you start to understand actually a little more about yourself. And you're actually able to even hold yourself accountable, because you start seeing the patterns, and you're capable of being consistent.
Right. So when you say stuff like that, I apologize, but that sounds like maybe like mom issues, like your mom wasn't consistent. And because our mom and our father is the first people that we know, okay, this is man, this is woman, it sounds like that might be something that you've experienced. And because your mom is the example of what women are supposed to be, She gave you a negative example. But when you pick me's come up here and sit here and say, oh my God, everything a man says I must do, you guys don't understand. You're talking about yourself.
I was waiting to get called to pick me. I was waiting to get called to pick me. But you know what? My mom is still married to my father. They got married.
Yeah.
So
she's consistent enough in that.
1 second, please. And La Bonita, you can go afterwards. But Tyranny, you ask a question. Let her answer the question. Go ahead. Not the question. You made the statement about her mother.
Accusation.
Let her reply.
I'm making an accusation.
You made an accusation about my mother. You said she wasn't consistent, that she must not have been consistent, and that's why. But actually, my mother was raised Catholic. She did convert to Orthodoxy, which is very similar. She stayed in the same industry in IT. She's been married to my father. She was never divorced or anything like that. My parents actually were virgins and married each other. Like, my parents are extremely consistent. The same views.
So you and your mom, but the other women are not consistent.
I'm sorry?
You say most women, but all of a sudden you and your mom are consistent.
Hey man, women. It seems like certain women is interrupting women from talking. Like the women can't.
It's Jeremy. Be quiet, Jeremy. This is the ladies' first show. Jeremy, be quiet, bro.
Wait a second. Isn't this ladies first?
Shout out to Fatty, but also check out my page and shout out to your boy Stop Playing with Trey. Check out his page because they show you how inconsistent a lot of your women are. They Stop Playing with Trey for sure shows you how inconsistent a lot of your older women are and how a lot of your college women are, right? Because once again, he is going to the campus of Howard University, and you see when he asks these questions about these women's hair, these women just make up any and everything. Is just very inconsistent, right? The only thing that is consistent is the fact that, hey, listen, they're going to come up with something. You know, they're going to come up with something. That's the only thing that's consistent. But their arguments are not consistent. Their points are not consistent. Once you back them into a wall, they end up changing their point. Not consistent. Then you start talking about the hairstyles. Tyranny she has blonde hair on, right? But yet she cries and complains about the white man. And then, if I'm not mistaken, she has a child with either a Hispanic or a white man. But you then will see her kind of just trash Athena, right? And trash her culture because, you don't have anything else to say. You don't have any argument. You want to talk about some inconsistency, right? Look at how a lot of your women fight for sex liberation. Look at how a lot of your women are overly sexualized today. But let's just say if you decide to drink with a woman and y'all wake up the next day, they talk about equality. They talk about they want to be treated the same way that men are treated. But yet we wake up the next morning and all of a sudden, you just felt weird. Oh, that person did something to me. Oh, well, I just didn't like what happened last night. So let me go ahead and falsely accuse this man of something. Hey, well, you know what? My boyfriend had caught me cheating because I was out here drunk with another man last night. So hey, let me go ahead and say this man did something to me. That's very inconsistent, people. That is very inconsistent. Women are the main ones that are lying on men. That's inconsistent in of itself. And then when you look at your women who like to change, the decor in the household, I mean, this dang near every 6 months. Come on, bro. That's inconsistent in of itself. It always has to be changed, right? Where the same women want to be disingenuous because you literally have women crying and complaining about men who are okay with literally having just a couch and just a TV, right? I mean, if I can find some of these memes, women literally got upset because men were simply okay with getting an apartment and just having a couch and having a TV. That's fine. And they have a bed, no decoration, no nothing. It is what it is. My girlfriend was the same way. She always wanted to change the household. I'm like, why? For what? What's the purpose? But let's continue.
Go ahead, Gabby, and make your statement, and I want Digi La Bonita to answer that.
I mean, I'm just keeping game. She say most women are inconsistent, but now she's consistent. Her mother is consistent. We all know. I mean, if you know his culture, machismo is very big there. So they most definitely that's a cultural thing as well. But I'm just trying to still figure out what makes them consistent. More consistent. And how did you get the most? But you and your mom are cut out the most. Y'all ain't part of that.
It has to be. Never mind. Go ahead.
Where is the delusion in that? Like all of a sudden, most women don't involve you and your mother.
Well, the fruit doesn't fall far from the tree. And I grew up with consistency in my family. My parents are still married. And so I had that example that most people don't have. I mean, divorce rates are really high. I was very blessed to have two parents who took the commitment of marriage serious, and they're still together. And again, women who listen to the direction of men tend to be more consistent because the man is guiding them.
It's so hypocritical for your culture to people to say that.
And I applaud your culture because who walks up in the
Do you know
school
what the
with
word
parents
hypocritical means?
Yes, because you're sitting here and acting like your one little itty bitty story that's probably not even true is the overall view of, I'm gonna just be honest, you're speaking of your culture. And I know damn well your culture of men are disrespectful and abusive.
What's
and your
my culture? What's my culture?
Well, what you look like. You look like you're part of the Hispanic culture. That's what you look like. If I'm wrong, I'm
Goddamn no.
wrong.
That was terrible.
Out of here.
That was terrible.
I did make it.
What's terrible about that?
Now,
you
kind of
dating
an assumption.
a Hispanic man?
Iso, Tyranny was married with the Guatemalan, so she's not talking shit about y'all. She's just making an assessment. And I know like Torres is Latino too. DJ La Bonita for the name, I don't know exactly, but I'll leave it alone. I just want DJ La Bonita to tell us what she thinks about what she's hearing right now, and then we go from there. We love our Latinos for Trump. Let's go. Go ahead.
I just don't. I don't play the color card in the space of women. I think that I love women and I love men, but I just feel like exactly what Tierney said. I resonate with what you said, Tierney. Am I saying it right, Tierney?
Tierney.
Okay. So my mother was not consistent to my father. They were together, yes, just like they stayed together. But I watched her be a delusional woman all my life to my father. And so in the space of that, I get where you were going. The niche was towards me, but not totally towards me, because I wasn't here to give enough of my thoughts and my mindset to you guys. But I came in at the tail end. I don't know what she was discussing. Athena was discussing earlier. So, but what I'm saying is, in the space of your first mother being the first thing, you align with women. That was me. But see, me, even that was my mother. I have to still deal with that relationship with my mother. But in other women, I've tried to go in business with women. I tried to be friends to women. I'm talking about just knowing women all over the world at different walks of life, different spiritualities, different things, different kind of women, powerful women, broke women, pretty women, ugly women, all women delusional to me. And it's not saying that they're batshit crazy, right? But they never listen to understand. Half of y'all are listening to me to respond right now. Y'all don't give a damn. Y'all listen to keywords to respond at a defense immediately. And that's my issue with women. Men actually have 2 ears and they listen to us, which is why they know we're delusional. And a lot of times, like I remember my dad was telling my brother, man, listen to 70% of what a woman say. And I think he was being generous to give him hope in life to be with a woman. Because in reality, most men, if they listen to a woman, I'm going to leave it there to the men to say. But all I'm saying is, shout out to the women. Women, just continue to get help on yourselves. I'm not downing any women. I don't think I'm better than any woman. When you said earlier, you guys, you're talking about you. Yeah, I know I'm talking about me. I'm a part of that pool too. When I say us women are delusional, we are. And I'm not saying that all of y'all have mental issues, but you guys are shaped, just like you said, Tierney, by your past. So that can be your mother. It can be your first husband. It can be your situation. It could be your job. It could be your spirituality. It could be anything. But women get shaped to the negative cognizance of where we are today and seen as women as a whole. I don't even think and that's why I was like, whoa, not the Latin card. Because it's like, it's all of us. Right. White women are delusional. Like, I'm from all backgrounds.
Right. So,
and I've seen them all crazy in my family. Like, my grandma's from Sweden. She a white woman, blonde hair, blue eyes. My daddy's side, they Cuban. Crazy as bat hell. Then my mama married a black man from Dallas, Texas. All the women in his family crazy. Everybody crazy. So it ain't a color thing, it's a mindset thing. And the ones that are different are the ones that actually listen to men that I watched have fathers that they actually listened to. Their mothers wasn't rude to, because you might have a daddy, but your mama might have ran your daddy. So you that delusional woman in the world today.
So
all I'm saying is that we're all different. I don't think that it's necessarily a childhood thing. Every woman goes through a different path, and we are delusional because we're up and down and left and right, and men can never. Someone asked me this the other day, and I digress. Someone said, Marie, what can a man asked me this? He said, what can a man do to please a woman? I said, get rich or die trying, because you'll never please a woman.
That's crazy. You should have told him to ask his daddy, because he would have had better advice for him. So this is my issue. Y'all speak about just women. No, bro, we're not gonna do that. Maybe it's the women that some people were raised with. Because my mama she went delusional, she went crazy. She was a broken woman. And through her brokenness, she tried to raise my brother and I. I can look at it and judge her and be like, that bitch crazy. Or I can say, what else is it behind it? I don't like when there's a blanket statement over a group of people. Look, I'm not a fan of
pick-me's. But you call us pick-me's, though.
But you call yourself a pick-me.
So you're a hypocrite.
You called yourself a pick-me.
You're a hypocrite.
I put you in the book and you wanted to be put in.
You called us a pick-me, right? You
called yourself a pick-me.
No, you said y'all are pick-me's.
Anyways, like I said, you called yourself a pick-me. Athena called herself a pick-me.
If that's what y'all have a really good analogy. I have a really good analogy. So, you know, when you go bowling and then you have those bumpers, right? And if you don't have those bumpers, the ball can go into the gutter, or it could even go into another lane. The women who listen to men have bumpers, and we might still be a little crazy, but we still stay in the lane. If you don't have bumpers, you're not staying in a lane. You're going in the gutter. You might be going like up to another lane.
Who are these men? Give me a title. Don't just
my father, my uncles, my brothers, my priest.
Are fathers there? No. Okay, give me another man. Give me another example. Because fathers can be a priest.
You know.
Okay, hold on. I don't know how many priests are messing with the children in the church. Give me another example of a man that we should listen to.
Come on, it's not acceptable, but it's horrible. But
let's have this conversation.
Give me another man. Look where we at. But we
now, let me ask 1 second, please. Let me ask a question real quick. 18, weren't you picked?
I was chosen.
wait. Chosen and picking is the same word.
It's not the same. Let me tell you.
No. Tyranny.
Can I ask you a question? His baby mama was picked.
No,
his ex-girlfriend was picked.
No, I just want to make sure.
But I was chosen.
Pick me.
No, 1 second, Tyranny.
Where y'all pick me's at there?
Tyranny.
Nobody. Come on. Ain't not one pick me that told me that their pick me got a ring on their finger. So no, we're not on the same level, baby.
No, I put mine in the garbage disposal.
If I put on ChatGPT synonyms of pick, is it going to show up the word chosen or chose? Is it going to show up that? Just to make sure we're talking about the same thing. Like Tyranny, you were picked multiple times. Tyranny, you've been married multiple times. So and you no one second. You want
to your mouth? Because what the fuck you not about to do is talk about my business?
No, Tyranny, no, I'm not going to do nothing.
But Brady, how many times you been married?
I'm not going to do nothing. Hey, respectfully.
No, respectfully though.
No, respectfully. If I'm going to say something, you're going to let me say it, and then you're going to correct me.
No, I don't even want to be corrected.
It was a compliment. It was a compliment. You are currently picked. Currently, right
now. You guys
now.
can change the word all y'all want to.
Can you stop? My
apologies. Go ahead.
Keeping a stat of how many times you've been married is not a flirt.
You right now.
You've been married how many times?
You know what? You got it.
What does that matter?
That matters.
It doesn't.
Saying, that's why it upset me when Fatty mentioned my personal business.
Your stat packing the time you've been married.
Hey, stop. If you're going to talk about me, I'm going to answer what I said. If you don't let me finish, you can be offended about something that I didn't say. It was a compliment. You were picked multiple times. You are picked right now. A man picked you to live with you, to have kids with you and all that. You were picked. What's the problem with being a pick me when you were picked several times? What's the problem with it? You don't want to be picked?
Because that's not what a pick me is. You're changing the definition of what a pick me is. A pick me is a woman that will completely forget what she is just to be seen. That's what a freaking pick me is. You speak things just to relate to a man. Well, do you know what you is? I'm not asking you what my definition of a pick me is. Fuck you mean. Anyways, like I said, a pick me is Athena. Come up here every freaking week and say the same thing about woman after woman, but never recognizes the sins or wrongful doings of men. That's what a pick me is.
And we love her for that.
No, I do talk about issues with men all the time, quite frequently. So that's actually not true.
Madre, pero no aquí. So come on now, you don't never say anything.
Actually, Ali and I have gotten into it pretty heated a couple times. We got into a couple screaming matches, and I had to apologize because I was like, well, I don't think that women should speak to men in that way. And,
Okay. All right.
Hey, where do you think you're going? You can watch the full show over here or our last video clip here. Don't forget to subscribe. See you soon.
Once again, guys, there are literally plenty of videos. I will show you, right? But there are plenty of videos of women literally destroying their families. And it's not because these men did anything. It's not because these men, quote unquote, put their hands on them. And once again, when you start to hear these women say, oh, well, they put their hands on me, once again, you got to fact check it. Definitely hear the man's side of the story, because 9 times out of 10, she started it. She put hands on the man first, whatever. We already know a lot of women like to lie, but a lot of these women are just leaving because of happiness. It comes down to irreconcilable. I've been messing that name up all day, right? But it comes down to a divorce, man, where, once again, it just comes down to a woman's happiness. And you just be like, I wasted my whole life. I wasted all of this money and resources dumping my seed into you just for you to just up and leave because you just weren't happy and consistent.
I'm gonna keep it 100, man. I had a conversation with my wife. And I just told her, man, I just woke up one day and, I can't do this no more. I can't do this husband and father thing no more. You know what I'm saying? So I'm leaving her. I'm leaving the kids with her. And, I just got to do my own thing, because I just woke up one day and I was just like, something don't feel right. Something don't feel right. I need to do something different. I need to find myself. That sounds real stupid coming out of my mouth, doesn't it? As a man, that sounds really stupid, but it just sounds just as stupid coming from a woman's mouth as well, But when I went to that comment section of that lady that said that, there's nothing but praise in there. A lot of women saying, oh, you're doing the right thing. Let's normalize leaving the kids with the dad. All this bullshit. But in reality, all this is a selfish ass woman, and she's just as selfish as all them deadbeat dads that will lay down with a girl, have unprotected sex. She gets pregnant, and then they run away from their responsibilities. Oh, I'm not ready to be a father. Well, nigga, you didn't think about that before you laid down with them?
Because of how horrible, their ex-husbands are, their baby dads are, just, ruining their life and just, making their life so difficult. And I'm like, oh my God, that's so horrible what those women are going through. And now I'm one of them. I filed for divorce 2 months ago. I've been trying to look for an apartment, and the places that I'm looking at, I need to make 3 times the rent to be able to rent them. And unfortunately, with my job, I'm a CNA. I don't make 3 times the rent. So I need a child support order to be able to add to my income so I can meet the requirement. And I've been trying to get into some sort of settlement with my soon-to-be ex-husband on that. And basically, he is blackmailing me, I guess. He wants me to sign away all rights I have to his military retirement. He is in the Army. He has been in for 18 years. He'll be retiring in 2 years. And I've been married to him the entire time. So the retirement's a marital asset, so I am entitled to part of it. We've been going back and forth and fighting about it, and I just can't take it anymore. I just want to leave. I just want to move out, and I just want to start my life over. So I offer to sign away my right to the military retirement in return for spousal support and the entirety of the savings account that we have. I send the proposal to my lawyer and tell her this is what I'm proposing to do, And she comes back and says, well, this is a bad idea. And then she says, well, you could get a temporary order from the court for the child support, but that's going to cost you $4,000 in legal fees, and it may not be binding because it's only temporary, so you may not even be able to use that to really add to your income. And she goes into this long thing, which I appreciate. I appreciate her telling me the legal stuff, because she's basically telling me you are an idiot to sign this away. And she does all the numbers, and the numbers don't make any sense. Basically, I'm giving away more to get...
It's just not worth it dealing with someone else every single day of your life. Every day. Every day you gotta deal with somebody. Is marriage even worth it? It's not. It's not. At some point, you're gonna realize that it's always best to just be alone. Because I've been married for about 7 years, and I don't even know if this is worth it. Like, and not saying that there's anything necessarily wrong. There's nothing wrong, and that's the point. Like, I don't even know why I'm upset. I'm just...
You know, usually I let it play a little further than that, but I was waiting for the part where she just gave us like the whole spiel about what he doing to her, how he molly-whopping her, and maybe he got 7 chicks on his side, maybe he brought her a disease, bad father, bad gambler, lost the house, maybe lost his business, got laid off from his job, play video games every day, smoke, can't pass a drug test, something. Like I was waiting on the bad guys. And she said it's nothing.
It's like not thinking that I made the right decision. Like, and I have a good man. I do. And that's not the point. The point is, it's like, you really do lose yourself. You lose your sense of individuality. You lose your sense of peace. And this could be even to a good man. Like, you're gonna lose something, and I don't think it's worth it.
What? What is wrong with the women? Yo, you know what, guys? I might have got the last one. I might have got the last good one, because this is almost, if not just as bad as the woman that left her whole family and moved to Nashville that I did a reaction.
Of course, Gabby will be upset. I mean, you shouldn't be upset, ma'am. You shouldn't be upset, ma'am, right? But I mean, of course, because you don't even know what the hell you want to be. So of course you're going to be feeling some type of way. Of course, you want everybody to be fitting into the same box, and that's the issue that you're having with Gabby and Trinity. They understand that exceptions to the rule exist, right? But the second that exception goes against what their argument is, they then want to sit here and say, well, no, you're just like us. And it's like, ma'am, Athena is not like y'all. Like, stop it. Athena is not like y'all. Athena is not like most women out here, man, who just run around life, man, like a chicken with their head cut off. She actually has structure. She grew up with structure and boundaries. But these women want to try to put a label on her so they can try to keep her in a box and pretty much try to strongman her argument, try to twist her words, because once again, she's speaking in general, and then Tyranny and this chick are constantly keep trying to say, hey, well, listen, we can't argue that, so hey, let's try to go ahead and switch it and make it seem as if you're saying that you're better than most women, which I would say that is the case, because men would want a woman who comes from a good family. One of the biggest things that men tell younger boys to look out for when dating a woman, or even when you're talking about older men, here's the things that you want to look out for when dating a woman. You need to make sure that her family is good, right? Make sure that her family is straight, because if her family is bad, if all her aunties, and her mother, there's a bunch of single mothers, and they can't keep a man, that's not somebody you want to be with, right? That's not somebody you're going to want to be with. But of course, you have Athena. She obviously grew up in I would say, damn near perfect household. Men are looking for that. But of course, with Tyranny and Gabby, one don't know what she want to be. The other one is she does not need to be on these platforms. She needs to be in a psych ward somewhere. I mean, once again, they're trying to force her in a box, and this is sad. But let me know down below, what do y'all guys think? Do me a huge favor, leave me a like, leave me a comment, subscribe to the channel. Till the next one.